understand. There is sun, everything is the same, but it's darkness. So he tells his son, let's get out of the city and see what's happening. They get together out of the city, and they saw a big, frightening angel. And this big, frightening angel was huge, was like a huge mountain. And from his mouth come 30 flames of fire. This is how frightening was this angel. So he tells them, what's happening? What's going on? He tells him, I have a mission from Hashem to destroy the world. He says, what do you mean to destroy the world? Why you have to destroy the world? He says, because there are not 30 tzaddikim in this world. Whenever in one generation there's no 30 tzaddikim, so I have a permission to go and destroy the world. If you remember, at the time of Avraham Avinu, Hashem wanted to destroy Sodom, and Avraham started to argue with Hashem. Oh, they're 30, they're 25, they're 20, they're 10. So Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai tells the angel, go to Hashem and tell him that there is enough tzaddikim. Go, you cannot stay here. He didn't have a choice, he went back to heaven. When he came to Hashem, Hashem tells him, don't listen, don't pay attention to whatever Bar Yochai tells you. Don't pay attention to him. Go and do whatever I ask you to do. He comes back to this world. He sees again Rabbi Shimon. Rabbi Shimon says, you cannot go. I don't allow you to do your mission. He says, what do you mean? Hashem is asking me to do that. He says, if you're going to do that, I'll make a decree that you're going to be like Azza and Azael. It's like two angels that are stuck somewhere and cannot go anywhere, whatever. Wow. So he says, tell Hashem that if there's no 30 tzaddikim, there will be 20. If there's no 20, there will be 10. If there's no 10, there's 2, me and my son. And even if there's no 2, there's me. Me is enough. I'm the greatest rabbi. I know that the world can exist just because of me. So the angel came back to Hashem and told him what Rabbi Shimon said. Hashem says, וצדיק יצא בת קול משמיים ואמרה אשרי חלקך רבי שמעון הקדוש ברוך הוא גוזר למעלה. Hashem makes a decree in heaven ואתה מבטל למטה, and you cancel this decree from earth, from down here. עליך נאמר רצון יראה ויעשה. Hashem listens to people that fear him, that do whatever he asks them to do. And this is how strong was Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. And now, listen to this thing. It says, Perek Samechet, Perek 68 in Tehillim, it describes the way that we receive the Torah. We usually say this Perek every Chag HaShavuot. It's a Mizmor of Chag HaShavuot, the time that we accepted the Torah, we got the Torah. Right? It speaks about how we got the Torah. And over there, there's a pasuk that says, Alita lamarom shavita shevi. You went to heaven and you captured, okay, the Torah and brought it to earth. It speaks about Moshe Rabbeinu. So it says that when Moshe Rabbeinu wanted to accept the Torah in heaven, to get the Torah, the angels saw him. And they say, Mali lo disha beinenu, what is this human being among us? Okay? It's not his place. And they wanted to kill him. They wanted to burn him. And Hashem tells him he got to accept, to get the Torah. And they told him, this special gift, present, the Torah, was just for us, even 974 generations before the world was created. Okay? And you want to take it and to give it to human beings? Who are human beings? It says, מה אנוש כי תזכרנו, בן אדם כי תפקדנו. מה פתאום? Hashem tells Moshe, give them an answer. So, there's a pasuk there that says, Asher tana hodcha al hashamayim. this Torah belongs just to heaven. It's so spiritual, it's not for people. So Moshe Rabbeinu tells them, and you know that, he tells them, it says in the Torah you have to honor your parents. Do you have parents? So to the angels he says, do you have parents that you have to, how can you perform this mitzvah? You have a mitzvah, we have a mitzvah in the Torah not to kill, not to steal, not to cheat, not to lie. Do you have these things out here? You don't have these things. So why do you need the Torah? And so, Zachor et Yom Shabbat Lakadsho. What do you need this? He tells them all kind of stuff. And right away, הודה לקדוש ברוך הוא שנאמר, השם אדוננו, מה אדון שמך בכל הארץ וכולי. And every one of the angels told him special דבר תורה, gave him special gifts, and like it says, עלית למרום שבית השבי, לקחת מתנות באדם, וכולי. Hamaral explains why did the angels were shocked or were astonished, were amazed when Moshe came to accept the Torah. What was the problem? And he explains that the beauty of human being is that he was created in the image of Hashem, B'Tselem Elokim. It's not just, we're not like animals. We have the image of Hashem in us. We have a spark of we have the neshama. The neshama is a part of Hashem. And so we can get elevated. We can get higher. We're not just human beings. And we can get high, very high in spirituality and accept and understand. And so the Ramchal says that the angels were not questioning why they want to accept the Torah, why they want to, what about the secrets of Torah? The secrets of Torah are not for human beings. All the way that Hashem created the world, all the way that Hashem created the human being, what is Shabbat, there's so much deep meanings to all these things. And okay, they can accept the Torah, but not the inside of the Torah. This is something that the Ramchal explains. I want to tell you something else. It says, Alita lamarom, shavita shevi. This was written in whatever I said, written in the commentaries on this thing. But on the Midrash in Shemot Rabbah, it says something different. It says that when Moshe wanted to accept the Torah, the angels wanted to burn him. Hashem told him, hold my kisei hakavod, my throne, and Hashem changed the image of Moshe Rabbeinu to the image of Avraham Avinu. That's what it said. And he told the angels, Hashem tells the angels, you don't feel ashamed? You were in Avraham Avinu's house. You ate in his house. He gave you, he prepared so much for you, and you want to kill him now? You burn him? Shame on you. And so when they saw the image of Avraham Avinu, they kept quiet. Why? Why they kept quiet when they saw Avraham Avinu? Okay. Huh? So he explains something like that. It says like that. There was a mashal. I want to tell you a mashal of, where's this mashal? Yeah. There was a king that had only one boy. And he loved this boy very much. He played with him and he loved to hear his wisdom. And he was spending time with him. He really loved his son. But from time to time, his finance minister would come. And when the finance minister would come, so the servants would take out the boy outside. And the king would spend some time with this minister. And after they're done, then he plays again with his son. This minister, though, was not such a good man. He used to tell the little boy, the prince, that the king loves him, the minister, more than he loves his son. What's the proof? The proof is that whenever he comes, okay, he asks everybody to leave and he spends time just with his minister, with nobody else. This is the proof that he loves him more than he loves his son. The son heard that and he got very sad and very upset. And he really got sad. He didn't want to eat, he didn't want to drink, because he understood that his father doesn't like him so much, and it bothered him very much. And he became worse and worse, and he became very sick, this boy. And of course the king is asking all kind of all kind of doctors to come to heal him and this. And then another minister came to visit the son, and he spends time with him, and they play, and through the playing, so once he tells him, my father doesn't like me so much. And he tells him, why do you say that? And he told him whatever the minister told him. He says, no, it's not true, your father likes you very much, don't worry. After he finished spending time with the boy, he went and told the king what his son said. So a decree came from the king. All the ministers in the kingdom, they have to put these guys of all kinds of animals, and they will come and they will amuse the boy and they will make him happy. Especially the minister of finance, he has to put these guys of a monkey, and he has to work the hardest because it's all because of him. And this will show to the son that he's more important from the minister. Tell me why. Why is the prince will be in that situation more important than the minister? Why? Think.
Because they're entertaining him.
He has to degrade himself and play like he's a monkey and make fun of himself to amuse this little boy. So who is more important? The little boy. This one, the little boy felt happy and everything was okay. What was happening here in this story, in this example that I'm telling you about, Moshe and Avraham Avinu? I have some questions to tell you. When somebody comes to somebody's house, okay, so you invite people over, do you expect from them all kind of money and gifts after you hosted them? No, not. And you come to this person that was a guest by you. Do you come to his friends afterwards and tell him, your friend was by me, now you pay me? No, nachon? How come when the angels are coming to Avraham Avinu and they eat by him, so Avraham, Moshe now, he has to make himself, himself and be in the image of Avraham Avinu and tell them, once you ate in my house, now you pay me back. Now you have to leave me alone, respect me, because I'm more important. What exactly happens? And because of 3 angels that came to Avraham Avinu, now all the angels have to give them this Torah. The Torah is so much more important than 3 tongues in mustard and some cheese and not cheese, whatever they ate, the malachim in his house, right? So what's going on? So the argument between Moshe and the angels wasn't a simple argument. The argument was there, who is controlling the world? Because once they bring the Torah down to earth, they cannot control the world anymore. Because the Torah, okay, has so much power, and this power is going to be taken from the malachim and given to the human being. This they couldn't agree to that, the angels. Okay? It says, the rabbis are deciding, for example, when is going to be Rosh Hashanah. Because we know that they had to go and check through the moon, when is the moon starting, okay? And according to this, they decide when is going to be Rosh Chodesh. If you know when is Rosh Chodesh, you know what's going to be Passover, you know what's going to be Yom Kippur, you know what's going to be all the holidays. The rabbis are going to decide these things. Not in heaven they will decide. The rabbi decide who will be punished for all kind of sins that people did, or what reward they will get. They get so much power. Like you're taking all this power from heaven and give it to human beings. But human beings are dirty. Human beings are full of faults. Human beings have mistakes. They fail. They do averot. And they keep saying these reasons, the malachim to Hashem, don't give the Torah to people. Who knows what they could do with this Torah? And what does Moshe tell them? Moshe tell them that it's true that people can sin. אבל במקום שבעלי תשובה עומדים, אין צדיקים גדולים, צדיקים גמורים יכולים לעמוד. When people do tshuva, let's say he repents on something that he didn't know that he's not allowed to eat kosher. Okay? That he's supposed to eat only kosher. Now he repents and makes tshuva and he eats only kosher. He didn't know laws of Shabbat. He didn't know laws of tzniut. He didn't know laws of, I don't know, whatever. And now he takes it upon himself and he studies and he learns and he goes to shiurim and everything. This is when he becomes stronger than a righteous person that all his life was righteous. Okay? And this is when they become even higher than angels. Because angels, Hashem tells them something to do, and they don't have the freedom of choice. They cannot decide, I don't want to listen to you, I want to do something else. On the spot is going to be burned. But people do have the freedom of choice. They can decide if they want to do good or if they want to do bad. And when they control their evil inclination, and they do good, they work on themselves, they become even higher than angels. And so, in this argument, Hashem himself, he agreed with Moshe. He told him, "Echos bekisei hakavod, hold my throne and give them an answer." Meaning, tell them that even if a person makes a sin, he can do tshuva. וגדולה תשובה שמגעת עד כיסא הכבוד, it says in מסכת יומא. So, usually when two people are meeting, one is important, one is not important, so the not important one, he needs to degrade himself, okay, next to the important one. And these three angels that came to eat by Avraham Avinu, okay, when they come and they show themselves that they are eating, that they are like human beings, what does it mean? They disguise themselves like human beings. It means that Avraham Avinu was more important than them. You understand?
Wait, what? Say that again.
Because they had to disguise themselves like human beings and eat almost like they're eating, okay? So they acted for Avraham Avinu, and therefore Avraham Avinu is more important, like the son of the king, the prince, was more important than the minister. Okay? Same over here. Avraham was more important than the angels. And when Avraham is more important than the angels, this is why Hashem changed the image of Moshe to Avraham Avinu. Now you have to listen to him. He wants to bring the Torah, and he's going to be even greater than you. Okay? And
Was Moshe greater than the angels?
than the angels.
No, but was Moshe greater than the angels or just Abraham?
Moshe in his own level, Avraham in his own. Every tzaddik was great in a different way. Okay? Avraham started. Moshe, nobody was like Moshe that went 3 times to heaven, 40 days each time, didn't eat, didn't drink. He became so elevated that he became an angel himself. And when he's supposed to go down to earth again to give this Torah, you know how much he had to work on himself? The same exactly, I tried to compare Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai and Moshe Rabbeinu, because Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai was a spark of Moshe Rabbeinu's neshama. Moshe Rabbeinu went to heaven, he got so spiritually by going to heaven. How did Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai got spiritual? By going into the ground He covered himself in sand, and he got so spiritually, so elevated by going to the earth, inside the ground. Disconnected, don't see anybody, and learn and become a great person. אז עלית למרום, שבית השבי, you went up to Torah, to heaven and got the Torah. Initials of Shevi is Shimon bar Yochai.
But that wasn't punishment, right? That he went.
To the cave?
Yeah.
No.
Save him.
No.
That was not.
No. It's a different elevation. It's not like Moshe, but it's also an elevation. And so, again, I'm telling you that Moshe Rabbeinu, Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai, was a spark of Moshe. Moshe's neshama. And so, Lag BaOmer also, if you take the numeric value of Lag BaOmer, is the same number of Moshe.
Wow.
Moshe Rabbeinu. And it says that always the same day in the week that is Lag BaOmer, like today is Wednesday night, tomorrow is Thursday, is Lag BaOmer. So the same day, the next year on Sukkot, on the 4th day, which is the day of Moshe Rabbeinu, Ushpizin, is always, it will be also Thursday.
Really?
Tamid, because there's a connection between them. And we have this promise of Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai. We know that the Zohar was hidden for so many years. And basically it was hidden to be revealed in time of Mashiach, because in the time of the Mashiach we need the secrets of the Torah. We need, only through this, okay, Mashiach will come. We see that lately, the last 400 years, the Kabbalah became so spread out everywhere, and it's growing, and it's still growing. It's unbelievable how many people go to the grave of Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai every year. I don't know, close to 1 million people every year, and throughout the year too. You know how many people, it's a hard place to get there. It's on top of a lot of mountains, on top. And people go there. It's very hard, to drive, and it's hours from the center of Israel, from every place in Israel. It's not easy, and yet people go. The kever of Moshe is hidden. Nobody knows where it's hidden, Moshe Rabbeinu. So instead, they go to Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai. A lot of people every day, and it says in the end of the days, Ki lo tishakach Torah mipi zaro. The Torah will never be forgotten. The initials of Ki lo tishakach mipi zaro is Yochai. By the son of this Yochai that I mentioned in the beginning, his son Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai, he's the one that he took the responsibility of saving the last generation of the Mashiach, okay, through the Kabbalah, through the Zohar, to bring them closer to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. יהי רצון שהזכות של הצדיק, רבי שמעון בר יוחאי, תגן עלינו. We would see today, בעזרת השם, אליהו הנביא comes and declares that Mashiach is here, בעזרת השם, we see only בשורות טובות, only good news בעזרת השם. All the best to you. Thank you so much for coming. God bless you. תודה רבה.